Hello, collective. Welcome back to the channel. Gigi here. Welcome back to another collective reading on this Novella Twin Flame channel. um, just want to say thank you for all the likes, shares, subscribes, all of the comments, all of the love and support you guys have been showing me. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys to all the new subscribers and everybody that's just been overwhelming with all of the love. Thank you. I just can't say it enough. Wanted to come here this Saturday morning. It is gray, gloomy, and foggy outside, kind of how my heart's feeling a little bit. So let's see if it's me or if it's something in the collective that I've been feeling all morning. I don't know. I was doing my pre-shuffle. A lot of things were coming through, like a lot of decisions were being made. A lot of life paths are being forged, and things are happening, and people are putting their nose to the grindstone and just focusing on themselves, which is what I think a lot of people should be doing. I see people losing their mind, going crazy, but other people just focused, writing, possibly studying, going to school. I'm seeing people going on adventures. I see a masculine and a dog out camping. I see possibly a German Shepherd, maybe a Great Dane. I don't know, maybe a pug. That looks like a pug. That really does look like a pug. I don't know. I love pugs. Anyway, I see German Shepherds. I see pugs. I see, what is that, a Great Dane? Okay, maybe a Great Dane. I don't know, but people out camping and out on some beautiful places with their little furries. Good for you. People fishing. I just see people doing things to make themselves feel better. They've gone through a lot of whirlwinds. They've been going through some ups, through some downs, taking time for spiritual practice. But the one that's really I'm focusing on, I don't know why, it's just like wanting to get like more clear. Okay, let me get as somebody in school. There's a woman in school. She's writing hard. She's taking notes, listening, being very active in her class. Like she wants to be there. She just wants to learn everything. Like she's absorbing every word her professor is saying, her teacher, whoever, just absorbing everything and just wanting to know more. Like she is so hungry for this knowledge that she's just can't be stopped. But the other thing is it's focusing. There's a masculine, I guess, a masculine focusing around her that's out camping. And I see, there's this particular one has a German Shepherd dog, and he's in a tent on a, like, what looks like to be a ledge of, like, a cliff on a beautiful mountain somewhere, and it could be cold. Yeah, it looks like it could be a very cold climate. No snow. It doesn't look like there's snow, but there looks like something, and he's breathing in the fresh air with his dog, and he's just like, that's his spiritual place. That's where he goes to find his zen. And they're in their zone and just doing exactly what their heart's calling them to do. And I guess in 5 to 12, maybe 16 years, they'll come together again, depending on how things go and how driven and dedicated people are to their spiritual growth. Okay, well, that's what I got right now. That's, I guess, a path that a twin flame journey just went on. It's a possibility, depending on who decides to stay where and do what. So, that's interesting. Okay, well, let's do our timeline update. It's January 15th, 2022. It's 9:32 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Central Valley, California. On my table today, of course, Zodiac Oracles, describing cards. We have Love and Confusion too, being channeled with Sodalite. We have Angels and Ancestors, Soul's Journey, and Sacred Creator. We have Go-Go Juice. Today is one of those days where I'm going to be doing a few different readings and also working on soap and candles. So it's rocket fuel kind of day. Plus, we go get to pick up little Loki man and get him in his urn and place him. He's going to live right there. I have my jewelry box. I have this beautiful jewelry box. My grandfather's ashes are in there too. And Loki will sit there, and they will both be there with me. So, yeah, it's just a little Loki update for all of you guys that are interested. Anyway, I don't have any more to say besides if you're interested in personal readings, all the stuff will be down in the description box below, as always. Okay, so let's just make sure Holy Spirit is with us. He always is, but I like to make sure we do our blessing first. Holy Spirit, please come down, protect and guide me as I channel the energy surrounding our collective. Archangel Gabriel, please allow me to continue channeling clear, honest, and precise messages through you for our collective. Archangel Michael, please protect us all as I continue to channel this energy. Only allow heaven's white light to surround this reading and cast any darkness back to hell where it belongs, please. Thank you. I love and appreciate you all. Okay. A blessing for you guys today. All right. Alright, so, by the way, I haven't said I hope you guys are doing well, but I hope you guys are doing well. Alright, Holy Spirit, let's get down to more business here. Let's see what's cracking in our collective today, our growing collective, yes. We're getting close. Hopefully soon we will get to that 1,000 subscribers so we can do that giveaway. I'm really excited to do a live reading too, so if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Alright, Holy Spirit. What's the zodiac energy surrounding this reading? What is the zodiac energy surrounding this reading, please, Holy Spirit? What is the zodiac energy? Holy Spirit, please. Thank you, Mars, for Aries, or check your Mars placement. Okay, call out the numbers. No, okay. What's going on, Holy Spirit? One more, please. Taurus. Yes, Taurus. And on the bottom we have Gemini. Okay. All right. I'm being told six or seven shuffles should get me the amount of cards I need, possibly. I don't know. What is the energy we need, Spirit? Thank you. Okay. There's that adventurist. We have a rocker. There's that adventurist that I saw on that mountaintop. City people. We have a hopeless romantic and a boho princess. Is there a boho princess with you, masculine? Yes. She's sleeping. He's saying she's sleeping. And he's out in his, he's out in his morning, just having his morning, like, just, I am man, I am caveman, like, beating his chest. He says, I make coffee, I make breakfast. My princess is sleeping. Okay. We have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. There's Gemini twice. I'll adjust these once I get it all out. That's, I think, the second one. What else? Holy Spirit. Anything else? Anything else? All of these? All of these? Okay. We have winter. We have spring. We have a hippie and a karmic masculine. You were acting kind of karmic? Yeah. Okay. Soulmate? Yeah. Okay. Who is that other person? Divine feminine? Okay. Okay, we have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Taurus out here twice again. Again and again. All right, last shuffle. No, 2 more shuffles. Okay. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. There's a very toxic person and who's been a cheater. A cheater that's very toxic. That's why you were coming across kind of karmic sea witchy. Yeah, you were being toxic and thinking about cheating. Oh, because of a soulmate that you would rather have been with than this person. No, something else the other way around. What is it? Divine Feminine didn't want to let you cheat. So what? You ended up getting divorced and went and played so you can have your soulmates and do whatever you want. Kind of just be free to have adventures. Okay. And Divine Feminine's going to school to become a doctor. Well, good for her. All right, last shuffle. All right, on the bottom of the deck, we have one last one, a porn addict. That's you too? Okay, well, I can understand why people see you as a toxic person, but maybe these adventures and having some freedom for a while will get you where you need to be. Yeah. Maybe. You were never meant to be married. Maybe in a polyamorous kind of relationship. Yes, maybe that's the kind of relationships he wants. That's perfectly fine. I guess somebody didn't want it with you. No, Divine Feminine didn't want that type of relationship. Okay, well, it's not for everybody. That's understandable. No judgment here, of course. Sorry, I'm just organizing myself before we get our Soul's Journey cards. Or Sacred Creator. I'm not sure which one Spirit's giving me, but we'll have to do the energy check. Okay. City folk. City folk. Is that my phone? Sorry, I was just confirming an appointment. We have... Okay. Energy check. Let's see. Ooh. That one's got a lot coming off of it. Angels and ancestors want it. All right. So let's focus on the angels and ancestors. Sorry. I'm just kind of like letting the energy hit me and see where it's taking me, and I thought I heard something. Okay. What do the angels and ancestors have to say to us today? Is there something that needs to come out from the angels and ancestors? You were telling me you have something to say. Shuffle again. Okay. Thank you. Trust your instincts, animal guardian. What are your instincts telling you? Cheater mindset. That somebody, Divine Feminine says, I need to stop, think, focus, stay dedicated and driven. Work on me. Study hard. I have something big I want to do. She wants to grow within her current situation and expand her mind and not worry about adventures so much, but enjoy what she has currently and trust her instincts about cheaters, liars, and manipulators. Work on and help the people that really want and deserve her time, effort, and experience, I guess. Because she's coming across as a very wise one. Like I said, I see her like literally, is it journaling? No, she's studying to be a doctor of something really cool. So she's studying. She's going hard. She wants to focus. She's like, I will do anything to be successful. And this is something she really enjoys. Yes, something she really enjoys to do. And it will make her very wise. I mean, if you got to go through all that to become a doctor, get a doctorate in whatever. Is it a medical doctor? Maybe somebody's going for psychiatry, psychology, maybe neurology. I don't know. Something to do with helping expand the mind, maybe spiritual. I don't know, holistic medicine, whatever the case may be. It's not like surgeon. Maybe somebody might be ending up going to school to become an actual surgeon doctor, like heart, brain, all the things. So I see dermatology might be something somebody's thinking about. I don't know. So, but there's somebody that wants to, nose to the grindstone, go to work, like get herself to business. Like she's got a plan. Maybe a spiritually guided plan. I don't know. But she down and ready to go and get something done. That'd be cool if you become like an actual surgeon doctor person. We need good surgeons and we need good people, on the front lines healing with actual love. All right. Anything else from the angels and ancestors? What else do I need to say? Somebody is coming through saying, enjoy your time. But don't forget your responsibilities by having too much fun and getting yourself into bad situations with too many adventures. I see retirement. Somebody getting ready to retire? Yes, and what are you planning on doing? Divine timing to divine feminine? Yes, why? So you can give her the world. Yes, to help her through school. Yes, because of why? She wants to become a doctor. She wants to do something. And is she going to be successful? Big time. It's going to take about 12 years. Oh, God. But she's going to hit it right on the nose, and it's not even going to feel like 12 years. It's going to feel like 5 minutes. Hold the space. Keep the blinders on. Stay driven and focused. Big time. And here's why: you're about to be divinely blessed. Somebody wants to help invest in you, to help you. Maybe giving you a 6-figure income to be able to help you get through and settle yourself somewhere so where you can have everything taken care of so you can just get focused on what you need to be doing. Well, I guess Divine Masculine's off having his fun adventures. Whee! Dream and journey. This is your dream and you're on your journey, Spirit's telling me. You want to be successful. You want to break ancestral curses. Well, break them with becoming a doctor. Make them all proud of you. Give them a reason to say you were worthy of this gift that you were given, whatever it is, to be able to hold your hand steady, to cut into someone's heart, to cut into somebody's brain, to sit down and be able to have somebody talk to you and be able to help heal their mind. And the mind is a mysterious place. It's not something you can cut into and stitch up and band-aid. Sometimes not even medication can heal it. But sometimes sometimes God puts people here on this earth with specific gifts to help heal people in a way that nobody else can, through their mind, body, and soul. Like, for example, my Alfred, she's my happy person. She is my Thursday evening or Thursday afternoon therapy session. My lovely person, I call her Alfred. She knows all my secrets, just like Alfred did with Batman. Okay. And she has taught me over the almost 4 years I've been working with her so many different things, and has opened my mind to so many different avenues of this woman is so gifted with compassion and understanding, and there's zero judgment by this woman. And I am so blessed to know her. Like, if I could hand her the money to go get her doctorate, if she doesn't have it already, no, she doesn't, but I would hand her the money if I could, to just help her get her doctorate and become just somebody that could just walk into a place and say, look, this is what I do, whatever is like, I would help her like grow in her career, because she is so gifted at what she does. And there's people that God puts on this earth that are destined to do great things like that. Because I'm picking up on somebody in the collective that's destined to do something great to help people in a way that not many people can. Destined for greatness. Okay? And it's a dream that they have had since they were knee-high to a grasshopper, and now they're on a journey to it. They're going to be divinely blessed with that gift. Thank you. Because they are brave and honest in everything that they do. Living testimony to so many things. Are they afraid to talk about it? No, not even a little. Maybe a little bit to certain people, but it's getting to a point where I guess they don't care about other people's judgment anymore. They are who they are. They're going to stand true to who they are. I guess they're a bit stubborn like a bull, which is perfectly okay. In certain things. Got to be open-minded, though. Should still always be open-minded and open to, you know, some kind of assistance. Don't be too stubborn. Okay? But anyway, this person is extraordinarily brave and honest, whoever you may be. Whether you are a karmic well, I'm being shown divine feminine, I see divine masculine, I see soulmates, I see all different kinds of things. Divine masculine, why are you pointing to divine feminine? Sorry. He's on his adventure with his princess. So like it's a karmic for him. But he's always got divine feminine on his mind. Yes. Are you going to invest in her? Yes. Why? To clear up some karma, to heal some things? Are you going to take her on any adventures? No. You're staying where you are? Yes. Why? Adoption. Abortion. What happened with abortion? That's for another time. This is a more peaceful reading. Okay, we don't want to get into anything like that. We want to stay on this particular path. But divine masculine is saying that he's going to invest possibly. I don't know. He's saying yes in a lot of different ways to help her. I guess because she brought him some clarity about an abortion. Yes. So what happened? You broke that off and just wanted to keep going and have your fun. Yes, so you wanted your freedom. Yes. Okay, well, groovy. Do what you do, man. But I see this person going for it, and if she will, the next time I guess you see her in about 12 to 15, maybe even 17 years, when you see her at that point, she says, hello, my name is Dr. Divine Feminine. Nice to meet you. Your jaw's going to hit the deck, and you're going to drop to your knees and cry. Because you're going to be like, I effed up, didn't I? And she's going to say, yes. So how about you kiss my Louboutins and kiss my ass on my way out? Yep. But thanks for the investment, though. Because she wasn't going to go and get a BBL and be all shallow with it. Like, she legit bought herself a house, a reliable car, a good school for the kids, I guess, and started paying her way off, to becoming a doctor. Good. Divine Feminine, brava. Good for you, sister. I'm proud of you. Yes, good for you. Like, I just want to drop the mic and leave it there, but Spirit's like, no, we got to keep going. Okay. One last shuffle. Like, I legit see her saying that in her little white lab coat, her little Versace. Oh, I straight up see Harleen Quinzel as a psychiatrist, okay? Total psychiatrist working with the Joker, like saying to the Joker, hey, Mr. J, listen, it's Dr. Quinzel now. How about you kiss my ass on my way out? Okay, Puddin'. Yeah, that kind of deal. Yeah, bravo. Bravo. A round of applause, collective. A round of applause. Oh, Lord. I gotta write that down, Spirit. You great. You great, Spirit. I love you. Wow, like that's a drop the mic, like straight up say kiss the bottom of my Louboutins and my ass as I'm walking out the door is what this woman is saying in her pretty white lab coat, going off to be an amazing boss. Yep. Intend and create. Well, it's the high priest, high priestess, whichever. I mean, take it how it is. Flip it, switch it, reverse it, but intend and create. She says, I intend to create great things, big things, things to help people in all different kinds of ways, to help them get through all kinds of crazy shit. Yep, on the bottom of the deck, surround yourself with protective energy. She says, my spirit guides, the angels, the Holy Spirit, protect me and everyone around me. That's why I'm having the blessings. Yep, that's beautiful, Divine Femme. I'm so proud of you. Yep, like, good for you. People are bossing up, doing all the dang things. Yes. Look at you. I wish I could just get up and just start cheering for you, but then people in the house would think I'm absolutely crazy. I mean, like, that's insane. That is insane. All right, well. All right, what's next? What's next? Soul's Journey? Okay. Dr. Divine Feminine. Look at you. So proud. So proud. It's like I'm a mama bear. Like I just... Oh, my baby. Like somebody's family is going to be so proud. Oh man, somebody's mother is going to be proud. Father could care less, I guess. Nah, good for you. You did something good with your life. Good, I'm proud. But I guess somebody's not too happy. I see jealousy and envy. Maybe a sibling. Somebody else is very proud. She's going to, I guess a sister is like, yes, I'm so proud of you, Divine Feminine. Yes, I knew you can do it. And the other one's like, ugh, whatever. That family seems, I guess, the more the family seems to be proud, I guess the more the family knows. The Divine Masculine's like, you know, not the Divine Masculine. Is he a Divine Masculine? Kind of. Oh, it's the father figure. Excuse me. What is he? The more, I guess, the family cheers on about it, the more he gets involved. I guess he needs the whole entire world to be happy for him to be happy. Oh, Lord. Anyway. But there's somebody very proud. Divine Feminine's mother. Very proud. My daughter's a doctor. She doesn't need to marry a doctor. She did it for her damn self. Very independent. It's making somebody very proud. Very proud. That makes me so happy to see. can give somebody their whole life. I guess the kid, 1, maybe 2. I guess. No, maybe adoption. Yes, somebody may be adopting somebody later on, maybe after the bachelor's, I guess, in between, while she's going to school, I guess. I don't know. But maybe if there's another baby in the picture, it's later on. But right now, her drive is to go back to school and get that doctorate. What does Soul's Journey have to say? Thank you. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life, so they are not indecisive. She's like, not anymore. She's got her heading. She no longer has indecision. She knows what her soul's journey is meant for. And now she's going to do it because she's got not only people here in the 3D, but in the 5D. She's recognizing people in the 5D that are going to put a straight fire up on her, under her ass, to get her going. Like, you got it. You got something you need to be doing. Like, now you got the Holy Spirit to answer to. No more dinking around. Spirit, you're funny, Spirit. He's like, I'm the Holy Spirit, I'm the Holy Father, and I've got the boot that can go straight up somebody's behind if they're not doing their schoolwork. Like, no more playing around. I gave you a job to do, now you gotta do it. Move your behind. I legit see the Holy Spirit's boot going up a donkey's ass. Like, you stubborn mule, get to work. I've given you everything you need to go and be successful. Now you got a 12-year thing to do. You want to become a doctor? Go do it. I'll give you everything you need. You're set, square, and ready. Let's go. Giddy up, little donkey. What is that? Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Not for you. Why are you shaking your head? No. Who's blaming you for something? Divine Masculine? For what? Different types of karma, which is why he's trying to square it away with this investment. Yes. Why we gotta rain on our plate? Why do we have to rain on the parade? We're sitting here all happy. Why we gotta do this, Divine Masculine, with your blame game? Now you're indecisive about where your life's going? Okay, well, you've got things you need to heal. Go take an adventure or something. No, too many adventures cost you something? Oh, now the truth's coming out of what the whole thing is. Oh, you sat there looking like you were all happy-go-lucky with your little boho princess on your little camping trip with the dog and all the happies. Were you happy in that moment? Yes, and then an abortion happened. Okay. All right, well, either which way, this Divine Feminine's going to become a doctor, whether you dealing with karma or not. Oh yeah, big time. Like, she got her heading. Now you just need to figure your crap out, man. All right, let's see what else we got. Holy cow, that one took a straight left turn. Whee. Okay, perseverance. Oh yeah, she persevering right now. I know that I can do whatever I set my. She sure can. Oh, sure can. While this masculine's going through karma, getting divine boots up his behind. Yep, because he's a dirty, doing dirty things with dirty people, because he's trying to be a hopeless romantic, but truly he's a very toxic person that likes to cheat and is addicted to porn. So now, the true princess, hippie, rocker, boho princess, adventurous city person, that hopeless romantic person that she is. However, take it how it is, flip it, switch it, reverse it, do what you got to do, okay? You know Gigi's not a therapist. So, you shouldn't have been doing all this to that person, because now that investment you're making in her, thinking that she's going to go do all these fun, crazy, going to Coachella, going to do this, going to do whatever. But in reality, you better flip that shit around and take a 180 turn and realize that she's about to become a doctor because of you. Thanks for the investment, she's going to say. I love and appreciate you. with a hug. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. With a hug around your neck and a barrel and a heat band hug around your neck. Anything else from the Soul's Journey, Spirit? Anything else from Soul's Journey, Holy Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? We got balance. Oh, there's going to definitely need to be balance going back to school full time, like actually going back to school full time. What are we worrying about? Money? Do you need to worry about money? No. I guess her soulmate, the person she's spending, her life partner, husband material, soul life partner. Yes. Life partner is going to do what? Take care of her, and she's going to take care of him, and all the people. Are they happy? For the most part, yes. Finding balance in that situation so she can go back to school. Yes, she's got big plans, but I guess with that worry and doubt, she doesn't need to doubt anymore, because there's about to be a huge investment that's given so that they can have more security while this all happens. Oh, somebody's about to become a doctor. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Oh my God, do something amazing. Oh my God, can I have your autograph? Like, this looks like, if you're looking at it and not knowing what I'm saying, like you would think this is about, no. That worry and doubt and indecision, it's all gone. Like she says, I've released it to Spirit. I'm focused now. I've got my heading. Everything is in its place. I'm content. I have a little me budget. I have a little this happening. I've got a little that happening. I've got all the things. She says, my mind is on my family dynamic, my parents, my siblings, my whole life is here. I need to focus. I'm grateful for what I have. I don't need all that crazy. I've got enough crazy to deal with within my family dynamic. That's enough for me. I don't need no more drama. Oh, that's too much extra. Not me, too down to earth, too calm, too peaceful. Enough. She's finding balance in all things. She may also be, there's Libra out here. We have it right here. There may be Libra. Okay, because when I see balance or any type of scales, I always think Libra. Maybe there's some kind of Libra in somebody's chart that needs to be, you need to figure out where it is, learn about it, and figure out how to balance it so you can continue to persevere. She says, nope, already did that. Yep, through spiritual practice. And now she's got her spiritual heading, and she's off on doing whatever it is that God put into her path to do. Because now she's driven. Now she knows she can do it, because it's going to be something that really sets her heart on fire. Her soul will be lit like nothing she's ever seen before, because she's going to do amazing work. And she's going to be well known. Very well known. Very well known. So through a very large, different spiritual and religious community, she's going to be well known. People are going to see her in a very different light as the true divine feminine that she is. So people need to understand this while this person perseveres and pays attention to all of her intuition and focus on what life purpose she has, and stops and gets out of any indecisive, nope, all done. She says, no, there is no more. She says, I can get through anything. I've been through some of the toughest times in my life, and I stayed driven and focused and did everything I ever said I was going to do. I stayed focused on it, whether it failed or not. I did my best, and I can do it through any situation. Any situation. So she has no more worry, no more doubt. She's not blaming anybody for anything. She's done her healing. Yes, Spirit's given me double thumbs up, and he's even given me his toe thumbs up too. Like, that's how seriously she's done her healing. She's taken this journey by the hand and says, this is what I want in my life. I'm content where I'm at. I don't need no more nonsense. I don't want no more drama. I have my heading. Like, this person has found her balance. She has let worry go. She wants to persevere, and she wants to do it with grace, elegance, and dignity. Yep. One last shuffle. I just feel like there's, thank you, Holy Spirit. Discipline. Is she becoming disciplined? Yes. focused, setting a budget, even if it's a mental budget. She knows that she can only do so much because she's got to stay square in this particular, how much she's making now. Yes, why? Because if she's going to go back to school and there's only going to be one income, it has to cover every little thing, even down to the fun adventures, possibly even school books and other things. Maybe, because no, because that's that investment. There's an investment there somewhere. I'm seeing 5 to 6 figures of an investment. No, like 5 to 6 figures of an investment. I see either 15,000. No, it's 150,000 is what I'm being told. I don't know. Take it how it is for you, but that's the number I'm getting. So people need to be disciplined in their money. Somebody's going to financially invest in you to take care of you, to make sure that you do go on the path that you need to go on. Somebody wants to take care of you and give you the life you've always wanted. In a sense, it's divine masculine. He needs to make up for whatever it is he did, and he feels that this is the way he's doing it. So you need to stay disciplined in your budget. Save as much as you can on your own. Continue to do what you need to do, because you have proven yourself to the Holy Divine and to a lot of other people now that you know where you need to be. Now you need to get your mess in a pile, sister, and get your stuff squared away and go and take that investment and run with it, and you do everything that you're supposed to be doing. Don't worry about nothing. Everything will stay in balance as long as you stay right with spirit and you're disciplined in what you're doing. You've proven yourself worthy. Whee! There's that courage. Somebody is very, very courageous. What was the card I pulled? The Knight. Be brave and honest. Yeah, that's that courage and bravery right there. I find inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yeah, big time. Stayed in her divinity through trials and tribulations of the heart, deception, lies, people popping in and out of their, her life that just made her life, just going through the twin flame journey and all the things that she needed to go through to be able to prove herself worthy, that she wasn't going to step out of her divinity for no dang body. Not a single darn person, no. No matter how much money they had, no matter how delicious they were looking, or how much they held her heart in captivity by their grasp. She persevered through everything that the Holy Spirit gave her to face. And she showed courage in every single bit of it and proved herself worthy right down to the very last moment of her journey. Very last moment of her test, I guess her most current test. So I guess somebody found a whole lot of balance and a whole lot of gratefulness and appreciation and gratitude and love, kindness and understanding. There feels like there's more. Maybe not. All right, that's it. Look on the bottom. No? Okay. But yeah, there's something there, big time. I'm so proud of this energy. Like, I just want to give you a big hug, whoever you are that's going to do something really amazing with your life. Like, I'm so proud of you. Maybe it's even somebody that's was a very toxic person that may have cheated and have been an ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, that did a whole 180 and corrected themselves. Well, that was a lot of healing that needed to be done, so maybe showed a lot of these characteristics. And I guess now, I guess somebody's did I don't know, the mirroring and the healing and all something. Spirit's showing me something about mirroring. Somebody was seeing a whole lot of things, mirroring people and reflecting people and not liking the energy and not liking how people were acting, and realizing that maybe that was something that she did, that she's like, no, I would never want that to happen to me. I would never want that to happen to me. No, I'm not going to let you do that to me. I'm being shown somebody wanted to cheat on their wife or girlfriend or spouse, just somebody that they were dating and may not, you know, and was trying to keep her a secret. And she wouldn't, she persevered, and she's like, no, I'm not going to stand idly by while you do this to somebody. No. If you want to be with that person, be with that person. You can't have both of us. I'm not that kind of girl. You want to go have your cake and eat it too? Do it with people that are toxic people just like you, cheaters just like you. Go do that with them. Don't go do this with somebody that has a pure heart and a conscience that actually will whoop their ass. Yep. Possibly ancestors that will straight boot her or him in the ass for doing anything stupid like that. Yeah, big time. I'm being told all kinds of people, all kinds of boots coming in all kinds of directions. All different shapes and sizes of boots that want to just go right up somebody's behind. If they do anything stupid. What does the sacred creator have to say, please, Spirit? People know better. And if you ain't listening to your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, oh Lord, when you have to face them in the 5D, when you cross over, good Lord, have fun. I'm looking forward to my hugs and seeing my puppy and having a grand old feast. Fierce serenity. There's the Leo card. We had courage out here too. Strength, all of that. Tap into that fierceness so you can find your serenity. That's just how I see this card. That's how I read this card. Be fierce. Be fierce in life. Don't worry about external validation. Don't worry about what people have to say about what you do, how you practice your spiritual practice, what kind of work you want to do, what kind of work you have done, whatever it was in your past that people want to, you know, tell them to beat feet, okay? Take a flying leap somewhere. Into a pile of dog shit, okay? Like, for real, like, no joke. Don't worry about it. Be fierce, because being fierce will be your serenity, knowing that you can trust in your intuition, knowing that you can believe in yourself and not giving two flaps about what I mean, like, who are you? Are you paying my bills? Are you putting me to sleep at night and rocking me to bed and reading me a bedtime story? Like, am I 5 years old and no, like, don't worry about these people. If they ain't paying your bills, putting food on your table and not gracing you with any blessings, like, why does their opinion matter about what you choose to do? If they love you and appreciate you, they will respect you and be proud of you and all the things that you do. Because if there's jealousy and any envy anywhere near you, and there's not pride and love and, you know, and kindness and understanding, like, they're not people for you. So be fierce so you can have your serenity. And get to going. Thumbs up again. Sam's like, I'm motivated. I'm ready. She's like gung-ho Joe Navy, like ready to go. I'm ready to hit the deck running. I'm ready to do all the things. Ready to do all the things. What is this? Bravely market your magic. She's like, I am. And I just see Popeye the Sailor Man like, toot toot, I ate me spinach this morning and I am ready to go. She's like, I am going to tell you who I am and I'm going to tell you what I'm capable of doing. And I know that it sounds really unorthodox, but hey, listen, this is my story. This is who I am. Let's do something about this. Let's do something great. Let's do something big. Let's become extraordinary. She is ready. She's tapped to the finish because she eats her spinach. She's Madame Popeye the Sailor Man. I don't know. Toot toot. Like, I don't know. That's so funny. That's what Spirit's showing me. Just Popeye eating his spinach like, I'm ready to go. Maybe somebody needs to become a vegetarian. Yes, somebody needs to become vegetarian. Cut out the sugar. Cut out the refined meats. Cut out all of this. If you want to eat meat, eat lean turkey produce. As I'm a nutrition coach, so I can help you a little bit. Hit me up in the email if you need help. Free of charge. Yep. Somebody needs to change their diet so they can have more energy to go the distance, is what I'm being told. Cheat meals, not okay, not for the first 6 months. 7 months possibly. You need to focus. You need to stay balanced. blaze up as much as you want. It keeps your mind clear. It keeps you focused. If you don't smoke and you're not interested in THC, try CBD. You won't get any of the cuckoo crazies in the head. What people don't like about cannabis is the hallucinations, because even though it's legal, there is still mild hallucinations that can happen, where your mind is taken over depending on the strain, depending on what it is. You know, I can go into the whole thing, but the thing is somebody needs to consider cannabis in either THC form or CBD form. Work it out, figure it out for yourself. If you need some advice, go talk to your local dispensary. If you are in a state where it's only medicinally legal, go talk to your doctor, get you one of them cards. You can do a lot of it online. But I feel like that's something that somebody needs to hear. Make sure you get, look, I got two, look at this. Pineapple Express, sour diesel. Normally, I only smoke on occasionally, I'll switch it up, is Blue Dream. To me, that's the universal, like how people integrate your knowing. Yeah, integrate your knowing for all the things. I was told that there's somebody that's got hella experience in a lot of different things, a lot of testimony, and integrate all of that into whatever it is that you're doing. I'm being told somebody may know dementia and Alzheimer's, and that may give them, you know, the whatever they need in the heart and soul space to go and become a neurologist. Somebody may have lost somebody to a heart attack, and that's why they go and they have it in their soul space to go become a cardiologist. Somebody died from liver failure, so that made this person have it in their soul space to go into general practice, general surgery, or whatever the case may be. And, you know, then maybe somebody really knows bipolar syndrome and PTSD and all different kinds of stuff to the core, where now he or she can go and become a psychiatrist and become the doctor that they want to be, however it is. But I really see doctor in something that involves helping humans somewhere up in the body and mind, possibly a doctor of spiritual practice, whatever, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. But there's something that spirit has given you in life that you need to integrate into what you're doing. Take it, spirit? Yes, okay. I'm also being told veterinarian. A veterinarian. Vet psychology. Is that even a thing? Make it a thing. Make it a thing. If that's something that you have communication with animals, if you're able to communicate with animals somehow, like maybe in your third eye, in the 4D, where I guess is where you communicate with animals. These are all things I'm learning as I go on my spiritual practice. I heard that one time before. I think it was my pastor that had made mention of that, but that is what I believe is where people can communicate. Is there somebody out there that can communicate the 3, the 4, and the 5D? Spirit saying yes. So maybe somebody needs to go and get into some kind of practice of animal psychology and veterinary medicine. That's crazy. Make it a thing. If it's not a thing, make it a thing. I see large animals, small animals, dogs. I've been seeing this energy for a while. Interesting. I don't know, man. This one might be, I might have something to do with this one. Anything else, Spirit? On the bottom of the deck, the good kind. This collaboration of souls and the light and the unexpected. How many more? That's it after this one. Okay. I don't ever read them in upside down ever. Okay. You are the good kind of divine feminine. Very gifted, very blessed. That twin flame journey opened you up to your true gift. You give life to so many in so many ways. I need to write something down. hasn't happened in a long time. Whoa. Okay. All right. Now, the thing is divine feminine, there's multiple. I'm being shown either 2 to 3 souls that are involved in this one in the collective. 3, I'm being shown the possibility of 3 divine feminines that are going to resonate with this. Possibly more, depending on how as people come through. Okay? Now, you are the light in a lot of very dark, unexpected situations. You give people hope. You give people the sense of security because you're so courageous and strong. You make people feel safe. But you can also make a man that is like, I'm being shown like 6'6" to 6'8", drop them to their knees and cower to you, and with your little tiny self. I'm being shown like, look, think of like a 5-foot woman comparatively to a 6'8" dude, big brawny, like, and drop that man right to his knees, bowed his head, like, yes, like you have the strength to not only heal but also ground people very quickly. And make them humble them very quickly. You have been divinely gifted in so many ways. I'm being shown soulmate after soulmate is going to see your glow up in such a way to where you bring them to their knees, both men and women, soulmates of all shapes and sizes, right down to possibly parents. Bring them to their knees because of what you do. Because of your dedication and your drive, and possibly because of your fierceness and being the good kind of person and learning from your journey, you are persevering in a way to where you are going to show people that being humble and kind and generous and loving, even through the darkest of times, even when you had nothing, you still did for those and saved those that loved you and cared for you and took care of you and were there for you and all the things. Love them unconditionally, no matter what they did. Tried to help, no matter what. Tried to always be there, no matter what. You stood in your divinity even when you didn't know you had it. Even through the darkest times of your life, you are being divinely blessed. With your one true wish is to break ancestral curses and have your parents be proud of you. One in particular, your mother, is what I'm being told. You want to see the people you love the most be proud of you. Answer questions possibly about why people, I'm being shown, maybe degenerative mental conditions due to depression and lack of spirit. People not paying attention to certain issues, not looking well enough, like maybe you're at the doctor or the dentist and somebody didn't see something or wasn't paying attention or it wasn't a priority to somebody and you noticed it and made mention of it over and over again and nobody listened. Maybe now it's time for you to correct that, the laziness in specific practices, and be the light and the beacon to these people so there's no more, I think they're called M&Ms, something in hospitals where there's mortality versus murder. I don't know. It's something like that. I saw it on Grey's Anatomy. I don't know if it's even a real thing. Like, excuse me. But it's like, maybe it is a real thing that, when a doctor loses a patient, they have to review the records of what happens, and then they go in front of a board and the council and however, and they have to discuss it. Like, maybe less of that for the same specific reason, because people aren't paying attention, having to look through it and see why is there no this definitive answer as to what. You are being divinely blessed with being able to go in there and say, people need to stop, people need to think, people need to slow down and stop thinking they know everything, get humble because there's something really wrong, and it could be a very simple fix. Instead of pumping people full of this, pumping people full of that, like, let's get down to the root of it. What is the problem? All right, now let's get into the messages. Thank you for more information on that. Sorry, there's just, this one's I don't know if it's because we're getting closer to the full moon or what, but oh my, sorry. With this weather, I have torn meniscus issues in my knees and ACL things that happened when I was in the service. And sometimes when this weather is like this, and from all the traveling and sitting that I did, my knees are just not the same. Thankfully, I have an ortho appointment this week. Just random talking out loud. Okay. I'm so excited to see what's in the comments about this one, guys. I really am. I think we should all just, at the end of this, all stand up and give Divine Feminine a round of applause, because there's a few of them out there that are about to do something crazy good for the world. All right, let's see what's going on in the collective. All right, now this is Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. This is going to tap into what's going to stem around the investment. Yes, there's going to be conversations, heart-to-hearts, romantic feelings, all of the things. You need to stay with your blinders on. You need to stay focused in what you want in life and know that deception, this person can still have a lot of toxicity in them. Let your intuition guide you, I'm being told. But this is going to stem around a lot of the heart-to-heart conversations, so we're going to just flow with the energy like I usually do, and see how this one goes. Okay, so what is this? What needs to come out, Spirit? Thank you. Divine Feminine, give him a chance to explain. It's important. Okay, she says, okay, all right. Are you willing to talk? Civil. Be civil with me. Come correct or don't come. I hear a little ghetto in her. Okay, if you got to get a little ratchet, you know, put your ghetto on. That's all right. Get your ghetto on. No worries. Just stay in your divinity. She's like, I got this. I know how to lay the charm on in a way where people know I'm not playing games. I can say a prayer for you, or I can cast a spell on you. It's half God, half devil. In this moment, that's one of the lyrics, and she's like, I'm like a snake charmer. I can charm you like Medusa, and the second you get close to my eyes, I will stab you like a freaking scorpion. And put you under my spell almost like a Black Widow. Like, she can do either which way. She can go either which way, but right now she's in her divinity and she don't want to do nothing to step out of it. But if she has to toe that line, there's a card in my circus deck that's coming to me. Hang on a second. There's child support. Who's going to do child support? Soulmate? Are you guys separating? No, you're going to support the child while she's in school. Yes. What does this have to do with anything? Divine Masculine, what about this? You're going to be the backbone to the whole thing? Yes. Want to be part of the family dynamic? Shaking his head yes. Because I guess whatever this Divine Feminine is going to do is going to benefit him in so many ways to bring him into his divinity. Yes. So there's going to be a lot of different ways to support the children. 1, possibly 2, depending on a bunch of different things. Okay, but that comes down to, this is going to all be part of this remember, this is part of this heart-to-heart conversation that's going to happen stemming around the investment. All right, all these things had to happen to get you where you need to be to have your happily ever after. What have I been saying? Okay, stay away from tech and social media for a while. Yes, get out into nature. I'm being told, get on a freaking horse. If you have the means to get on a horse, get on an effing horse and go and be wild. Go watch Spirit. If you can't go and be free and let the wind blow through your hair and let your 40-inch hair down and blow through the breezes, all my Divine Feminine with them lovely locks, yes. Let your hair blow through the breeze. Go watch Spirit on Netflix. But it says stay away from social media and tech. Yeah, I understand that. But if you can't actually go do something outside. If you need to go on an epic adventure, just go outside and do something. You need to get grounded. But I really see somebody riding a horse and being wild and free like Spirit. I mean, bareback and all, just maybe a bareback pad or whatever, maybe a saddle, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like she flying through the woods and her hair is going and she sees somebody coming up on her end. Maybe somebody's playing bandit, the damsel in distress and the bandit, and then the sheriff comes in and ropes the bandit and it's all hopeless romantics. I guess maybe people are doing like silly skits, putting on their own Western. Oh, they may be doing something with the animals, putting on a show. Oh, maybe this is part of it. Maybe this is part of somebody's dream, is to use the, oh, that's cool. People want to use the animals, the therapy animals, to put on shows. A bandit and a sheriff and a damsel in distress, and then you got the little tykes with their little lassos pretending to be on the sheriff's side, like the little deputies. All the little ones. Maybe it's an autistic camp for children. That's kind of cool. But people need to get out and do stuff like that. Get creative, or go see, even if it's not like this is something that you're doing, maybe go see something like that. Go see a show, go see a live performance, go do something. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe somebody's performing or somebody's watching. Take it how it is, flip it, switch it, reverse it for you. Okay, this is just what Spirit's telling me. But it's time to get away from tech and do some more fun stuff like that. And don't stay in loveless relationships for any reason. For any reason, money included. Old, outdated religious beliefs included. Our souls are connected. Pay attention to your random thoughts and dreams. She says, always. My brain is on point, she says. Always focused, always tapped into wherever she's tapped into. Whoever you are. Oh, that is so cool. I wonder if people actually do that. Incorporate all of the things that you know into your gifts, and your gifts into what you want to do, and make it an actual career. And this investment's going to allow you to do it. That is so freaking cool. What is this? Please take it all, just release me. Is that going to be part of this? He thinks if he gives you everything that you'll release him from this connection. No, you'll release him from his bad karma. Oh, she's shaking her head. Yes. He thinks, Divine Masculine thinks if he hands everything he has to his Divine Feminine, she'll release him from the karma, all the bad karma he's been. Because do you think she put a spell on you? Yes, it's because you're not open spiritually. Not yet. Not yet. You're on your knees crying, possibly with a baby next. Oh yeah, this may be tapped into part of something. It may be one of two things. There may be a baby with somebody, or there may not be a baby. It depends on the situation I guess you're in. I don't know. But he's on his knees, bowed, like hands on his head, like as far down as to the ground, like please, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. Maybe I should have listened. Maybe I should have gone to church. Maybe I should have, whatever the case may be. Please, I'll give you all of this. Just take it all away. Make it go away. Make it go away. Take it all. I'll give you everything. Just please. And she's like, get up off your knees. Let me hug you. You need a cuddle. Like, you need to just relax. Like, the man is like seriously, hysterically sobbing. I mean, like in the fetal position, like, please, woman, please, whatever you did, please make it stop. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Your true love is on a journey to make them the person they need to be to love you exactly right. Just have patience. All things will happen in divine timing. Oh, yeah. Big time divine timing. Big time divine timing. It's all going to happen in divine timing. Ring, ring. God's calling with an urgent message. You need to pick up the phone. Stop running from God. It's the masculine. Divine feminine, she's like, you better keep me out of that one. And she's like, it was all him. All him. Now he have to face karma. And he thinks it's me. I don't know what to tell him. Like, maybe hand him one of these and say, bro, like, hit this. And then let's go talk. Are you out? Like, all right, well, give me the other damn one. Sorry, guys, I just need to hit the weed. I'll be out in a minute, love. All right, so shitting around from God's calling, huh? Oh, no, please make it stop. Everything's falling apart. My life is falling apart. All of the things are falling apart. I need your help. Like, he freaking out, bro. I'll be out in a minute. Go hang out with daddy. I'm almost done, bro. I cuddle you in a minute. I love you. Always want to cuddle. Oh, yeah, I definitely feel like this masculine needs to let it all go. Are you going to say, I wanted her, not you? Because you're all heartbroken and feeling heartbroken, but what's your divine feminine saying? That if you wanted her, why you here? You put a curse on me. She's like, I don't got nothing to do with all that. That's between you and spirit. Why you crying like this? Why you acting like this? I guess my whole life fell apart. Like, blubbering. And spirit's just sitting here like hand in head like, are you serious, bro? Like, I've been trying to talk to you. I've been trying to tell you you're on a journey. Not to stay in a loveless relationship for any reason. Was it loveless for you? No, you really love this copycat karmic tramp that manipulated you and deceived you? You really loved her? Somebody needs a detox. Big time. Too many drugs, too many party drugs, too many different things, too much sex magic, all of that. Now he just needs a detox and to purge and realize what the hell just happened and get right with spirit, man, like, and stop throwing a fit like my son is right now. Yeah, this masculine needs to stop throwing a fit, putting the blame on divine feminine for anything like this, because what did you do? Deception, lie, being a toxic person, being a cheater, be addicted to all the nasty, sugar babies and toxic situations, escorts, sex workers, all different kinds. I see cam models. I see all kinds of shit. Like, definitely. Dang. Well, you got karma, bro. You got a little karma. You had to deal with it. You had to go through it. Put you on the journey that you needed to go on, while this one was over here getting ready to do all the things. She's like, I still got my heading, whether he's in my life or not. I still got my heading. I got things to do. I got boss up. I got to glow up. I got to put my toe down. I want people to see me and all my doctor glory and kiss my boots as I'm walking out the door, being a boss, going helping, making my bag, helping as many people as possible, and doing all the fun things like going and seeing fun shows like that or being a part of it, whatever the case may be. Because she answered the calling when spirit called. This other one was too busy with his, dealing with whatever it was. Maybe being too far up on the social media and the wafu and the nonsense, being too much up on the tech, watching too much freaking porn, being a toxic cheater, being karmic, not tapping into their divinity, being nonsense, being to the hopeless romantic with the wrong people, going on too many freaking adventures with too many nonsense people. Mm-hmm. While you got your actual princess over here, you thinking that she put a curse on you. Nope. These are ancestral curses that need to be broken. Did she break hers? Oh yeah, big time. Somebody's getting a bachelor's in 2 to 4 years, going for their master for another 2 to 4 years, and then taking their time between their master's and their doctorate. No, going straight for it, and as soon as they have that doctorate, they're going straight for something else. I mean, doubling up on classes, being nothing but focused and driven on school because they're going to have a bunch of extra hands helping with the family, I guess, and whatever other endeavors are happening. She's just going to be focused, put nose to the grindstone, getting through it as fast as she can because she's got goals. All right. Okay. What do we got, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else, Holy Spirit? God will humble you. He will bring you to your knees in submission if and when he needs to remind you who he is. That's what he's doing. This masculine is literally, I'm seeing him being humbled, but thinking he's being humbled to this divine feminine, this high priestess, the real magician in the whole situation, like manifester, seer, intuitive, all the things, very divinely blessed person. He thinks he thinks that it's her that's humbling him. No. It's the Holy Spirit working straight through her to humble you to your knees, to remind you that there is somebody much higher than you with your big old ego, with your narcissistic behind. You need to just pump the brakes. Recognize this spirit does exist. Like this magic stuff, like for real, for real. Prime example here. What I'm capable of seeing, like I was awakened to something very extraordinary about my gifts last week. A week ago, almost a week ago. Okay? Very different than what I ever expected for my life. Now, people like me exist, obviously. And it's not just me, there's a lot of us. More and more people are being awakened. I hear all kinds of numbers, but I only listen to what Spirit tells me, and I'm saying it's a lot more people than expected are being awakened. And the thing is because people like you need to be brought to submission. So people are being awakened to help guide more people now. Magic does exist. People like me do exist. Even if it's not, even if it seems more now, it's because we have social media and tech. We can come out here and expose ourselves this way if we so choose. We are able to do it and show more people who we are. Back in the day, more people were scared and repressing themselves because of the Salem witch trials and everybody's a witch and no. Get on your broomstick and let's ride kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. They did all of that. They used media and word of mouth because of fear. They were scared. They didn't like having people, know things or be able to do things that they couldn't understand or they couldn't do themselves. So they repressed people like me. But now more of us are feeling confident in ourselves to show who we are. Okay? It's because God wants to humble people like you, sir or ma'am, whoever you may be, and remind you that he does exist, and people like us do exist, and we work together. Some of us don't. Some of us who have these divine blessings decide to stay with the darkness to be able to fulfill their own dark needs, and then that's why people are, end up on their knees humbled by the grace of God, because they get to this point where they can't take no more, and the darkness has consumed them so much that they have no other choice but to turn to the light, whether it be because of catching this incurable disease, drugs, alcohol, binge drinking, gambling, losing everything, being cheated. I mean, literally think of the worst, darkest things that will humble somebody. Okay? Because of all of this stuff happening, people like me are being awakened so that way we can help God put our toes down. But we put our toes down with the grace of God. We help God put his toe down, saying we're done with this. You need to respect us divine beings and stop thinking you're better than us. Stop thinking you're better than God. Stop thinking that you know everything. Stop having this big old ego because you're about to get humbled even more. So you can sit there on your knees, bowing your head, asking somebody to lift a curse by giving her everything, when in reality it's because you're serving karma and having a dark night of the soul so big that it feels like the Twin Towers are literally collapsing on your head. Okay? Recognize that some of us will literally turn ourselves around and do a complete 180. and will not linger in the darkness. Some of us can't. But that's why people like me exist, so that way we can help y'all get out the darkness. By putting it, maybe some of us are a little tougher than others because some of y'all need that. Some of us are more gentle because some of y'all need that. But there's always somebody out there to help the people that are in the darkness. That's why more and more of us are awakening. I don't know how much more I can say that. So, is there anything else? No, I dropped the mic on that one. Spirit is saying thank you for all of that. I'm done. Because, like, honestly, if you want to bow to this woman and say, please make it stop, whatever it is, please make it stop. Here, I'll give you all of this. Just make it go away, and think that you can just buy your way out of this. Nah, sir, you have to serve the karma that is destined for you because of the choices in which you made. As I so elegantly like to say, you made this bed of nails for yourself. Now it's time for you to park your behind in it and lay in it. Now it's time for you to serve the karma you need to serve, to learn the lessons you need to learn for the things that you have done in this life. Because it's best to learn them now before you have to cross through that portal that will bring you to that rainbow bridge that will lead you directly to the Holy Spirit, to God Himself, that you will have to face judgment for the things that you have done. And that at that point you will have to know what is going to happen to your soul. Are you going to ascend, descend, or recycle? And when I say recycle, reincarnate to come back and learn some more lessons. Or do you get to stay in the beautiful kingdom of heaven and live a life of feasts and merriment and happiness and enjoyment and pleasure? Some people call it Valhalla. Some people call it heaven. I just call it God's kingdom because truthfully that's what it is. But I definitely see a rainbow bridge. Saw it when Loki crossed and ran right into my grandfather's arms. Saw the whole thing happen. It's crazy. It's crazy what I saw. I was so divinely blessed that day with a gift. Anyway, that's all I got. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels, ancestors, loved ones, and passed on and current energies that are here with us in the 3D, 4D, 5D. All of you guys, thank you so much for being here, helping me through this reading. I love and appreciate and all of you for the divine blessings, guidance, and all of that for the collective. I close this reading. Let's give this divine feminine, these divine feminines, a round of applause, everyone. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful day to see people stepping into their power, putting their feet down, their toes down, saying enough is enough. I am going to take all of this and I'm going to use it as a divine blessing and believe that my life is already a blessing. I don't need nothing else than what God gives me. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for allowing me to channel y'all's energy because it's multiple people. Thank you so much for allowing me to channel your energy today. It means the world to me, especially with what I'm about to go have to deal with. I've got to go get my sweet little furry, my sweet little dog, and I have to put him in his forever resting spot. And it's making my heart ache a little bit. So thank you so much for that beautiful energy exchange, folks. It means the world to me. Now I need to go relieve poor Papa Bear and allow him to take a decompression moment before we go pick up our little boy. So please keep us in your heart and prayers and send us some loving energy as I send to you all. Know Gigi loves you from the bottom of her heart. Until next time, guys, light, love, blessings. Bye-bye.